Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Star Fox Adventures. Last time we headed back to the Walled City to find our 5th Krazoa Shrine, and this episode we're going to go ahead and collect our 5th Krazoa Spirit. Now I'm going to warn you guys about this right now, this is the point of no return. The second that you complete this test to get your 5th Krazoa Spirit, you will be at a point of no return, meaning that you will never be able to head back to Thorntail Hollow or any other part of Dinosaur Planet. You will be stuck in story stuff, so if there's any more last minute things you want to take care of, like buy more maps or buy a lot more stuff at the store in general, get any staff energy meter upgrades, anything like that, I recommend you do it before even heading to the Walled City like I mentioned before, but if you haven't already done it, I recommend before even entering this Krazoa Shrine, go back to Thorntail Hollow and take care of everything that you need to do, because once you get the spirit, you'll never be heading back there ever again. So with that said, welcome to the 5th Krazoa Shrine. Very simple, just like all the other shrines, we just have a few little tests that we need to solve in order just to get to the Krazoa Spirit itself, and this is the last one right here. This test likes to use a lot of fire, so keep that in mind. But luckily we have more than enough health just to tank right through it, so I don't really care about taking any hits. There we go, we got our 5th test. This test here is the test of knowledge. Essentially this test is going to test you to see how much you remember throughout the game, since we're going to be matching each item with the location that they were found at. So with that said, before doing this test I recommend you go around and see where each area is just to get a general idea. Like this flute we got from the Cloud Runner Fortress, so we're going to put it there. This is a meteor that we found over at Moon Mountain Pass, so I'm going to put it in the space looking area. We have this gold tooth which we found here in the Walled City, so we're going to go ahead and put this in the Walled City area. Next we have this horn which we got over on the Dark Ice Mines, so we're going to be putting in this area that kind of looks like the mines itself. And then we have this block here, which we found at the Lightfoot Village, so gotta do a whole entire 360 to find the Lightfoot Village. And lastly, we have this moon seed, so another item that we found from the Moon Mountain Pass. I want to go ahead and bring it over to where one of those little holes would be where the enemies would spawn. And there you go. That's the test of knowledge for you. If you remember where each item came from, that test won't be too much of an issue. But if you don't remember where, say, a moon seed would be located, then that's when the test can get pretty challenging. So it's a lot of trial and error, and just a lot of memorization that you kind of need to do throughout the game. You just have to remember where each thing is. But with that done, we have our 5th Krazoa Spirit. We're one step closer to putting this plan back together once again.
This is it, Tricky. It's time to say goodbye.
I know you're right, Fox. It's just...
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna miss you too. Without your help, this mission would have failed. So I've got something for you. Prince Tricky, Earthwalker, you are now an honorary member of the Star Fox team.
Dad, did you hear that? Me, a member of Star Fox! Do I get my own spaceship?
I'll come and visit you soon.
Just don't make it too long, okay?
It's going to be sad to see Tricky leave, but it's time for us to head back to our final area, the Krazoa Palace, but we can't take Tricky with us any longer. He needs to stay on Dinosaur Planet. So let's talk to him one last time.
Yeah, I'll be the first dinosaur in space!
He's very excited as a member of Star Fox now, and I would love to see Tricky in a big old R-Wing like this, like him actually flying one. That would be hilarious. He doesn't have any opposable thumbs like the rest of the Star Fox crew, but that would just still be hilarious to see. A Tricky will not follow you to this point. he will stay here in the walled city, so we won't have an extra companion ride with us now, so it's gonna feel a little bit emptier on the R-Wing. It's gonna be sad. I'm gonna miss my my friend there. I'll miss you glitching out on me, not paying attention half the time, and pretty much helping me out throughout my adventure. I'll miss you, Tricky. But we need to do this. We need to head back to the Krazoa Palace, and as you can see now, there's an X above the walled city, just like every other area except for Dinosaur Planet. So with that said, let's get our mission briefing and head back to the planet itself.
Let's go, Fox! Get that spirit directly back to the Krazoa Palace. I have adjusted your flight path so that you will land at the top of the palace. As soon as you get there, head down inside to release the spirit. Pepper out! Fly through one gold ring to reach Dinosaur Planet.
And this is why we are at a point of no return now. We are not allowed to go to anywhere else but the Krazoa Palace, since now General Pepper has remapped our flight path. We are going directly right on top of the Krazoa Palace. And once we're there, we're not going to leave until we put this plan back together. So with that said, this is our final trip back to Dinosaur Planet the R-Wing, which I do feel like it's worth showing off just to see how much that we've grown over time with our R-Wing skills as well. In the beginning, I was doing okay at this. I was a little bit rusty, but now we've been through a lot more of these sections. I've been doing this quite a number of times just to get back to the planet, which you guys haven't seen. There's a lot of mandatory trips they need to make back to Dinosaur Planet using the R-Wing. But this is the only time we're going to be seeing this again, so just for the sake of plot importance, for once I will actually show our trip back, which I did. I didn't get on the leaderboard. I did get on the leaderboard 2 times during this project, which is why I also felt like I should probably show this, but those 2 times weren't now. So those records were from the cut attempts, so you guys don't really get to see them. Although it doesn't really make too much of a difference. Essentially what I did there is what I did on my return trips. I just got more points is all. But here we are, back at the Krazoa Palace, so now we need to head straight to where we need to return this thing and find out where our last Krazoa Spirit would be. And we want to head over this way just so we can make our way down to the main plaza of the Krazoa Palace. There we go. If you try to go through the outer wind turbine, you wouldn't be going anywhere, so that's why we had to go that way. And you want to just look around a little bit, because now we're looking for an entrance outside of this part of the Krazoa Palace. We're looking for a way just to get to the outer edge of it. I seriously got hurt from that? I'm surprised it didn't land in the fan. How the heck did it land on the edge of it? That's seriously weird. Very surprised by that. Want to go ahead and head this direction down here, because over here is where we'll need to go. We could have came actually to this point any time during our trips to the Krazoa Palace when you think about it. Because there's nothing here actually guarding this place. There's no shark claw door, there's no portal device door, nothing like that. We could have came here from the very beginning. But this is the one that we have the 5th spirit for, so let's go ahead and release our 5th Krazoa Spirit. Alright, from the looks of things, our last Krazoa Spirit is actually here at the Krazoa Palace. That's weird to think. The first and the last Krazoa Spirit actually stayed at the palace. They were just not floating around on the outside. They were hidden here inside the palace. That's weird when you really think about it. But we have to go ahead and collect our final Krazoa Spirit. We have to head back to the very top of the Krazoa Palace just to access our final Krazoa Shrine. So with that said, let's go ahead and make our way back to the top. And this is our fan that we need to fall down to, so that's not going to work. We need to head all the way around this side just to get to the fan that'll take us up. That's unfortunate. And with this, we'll take us right up to the top of the palace. And that's not the way we need to go. I always turn myself around here for some weird reason. But here it is. This is where our final Krazoa Spirit is located. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Star Fox Adventures, we're going to collect ourselves our final Krazoa Spirit, return it to the same exact place that we're getting it from, and put this planet back together. I'll see you guys next time.